and thank you for joining me. I call this piece Britain Turns Its Back on BDS, and in it I try to explain the implications of the forthcoming royal visit to Israel and other parts of the Middle East by Prince William. The organisation dedicated to isolating and delegitimizing Israel by way of boycott, divestment and sanctions, BDS, has so far not reacted officially to the announcement that Britain's Prince William is to visit Israel this summer, since he'll also be visiting Jordan and what are described in the announcement as the Palestinian-occupied territories, and since both Jordan's King Abdullah and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas have welcomed the news, hardline BDS supporters don't have much of a leg to stand on. Moreover, Prince William probably ranks considerably higher in the public popularity stakes than either Roger Waters or Lord, performers closely associated with their pro-BDS views, and so the Prince's visit is likely to have a major positive effect on young people's view of Israel across the world. The term Palestinian-occupied territories is an exact reflection of the British government's position on the vexed Israeli-Palestinian situation. It has always adopted what might be called a nuanced approach. Back in 2011, Britain was prepared to grant Palestine non-member observer status at the United Nations, though it refused to approve full state membership. In October 2014, a House of Commons motion called on the UK government to recognise Palestine as an independent state, but the government has not subsequently implemented the advice. Now, a fair number of contemporary issues bear on the forthcoming royal visit. In Britain, all eyes are on Brexit and the delicate, not to say precarious, state that negotiations with the European Union have reached. In Prime Minister Theresa May's keynote speech on March the 2nd, 2018, she made it crystal clear that after withdrawal, the UK would not enter into any formal customs union with the EU. Several considerations affected this decision, but high among them was the UK's determination to negotiate independent trading arrangements around the world, impossible when locked into a customs union. Now, Israel is a prime potential trading partner for the UK, and areas in which Israel excels, especially in high-tech fields such as cybersecurity, research and development, and fintech, which is financial technology, they're largely outside the EU-Israel agreement, which currently governs the terms of trade. A recent UK government white paper identified Israel as a trading priority for post-Brexit in Britain because of the potential synergies between Israel's high levels of innovation and British strengths in design, business growth, finance, and high tech. A second factor is the United States' recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. The immediate, almost universal wave of protest has largely died down, and recognition seems to have dawned in certain quarters at least that President Donald Trump's announcement drew no boundaries in Jerusalem, but left wide open the possibility of an eventual separate or conjoint Palestinian capital in the Jerusalem municipality. Far from placing an additional obstacle in the path of an eventual agreement, Trump's announcement appears to have injected a cold douche of reality into the situation. Well, there is no denying the plain fact that West Jerusalem, at least, is indeed Israel's capital. Nor has Trump's announcement inhibited the UK from proposing a royal visit. Thirdly, as the visit to Britain in March 2018 of Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman demonstrated, the UK allies itself with the moderate Arab world that is opposing radical jihadist terror organizations intent on disrupting that world. Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Jordan are all known to be collaborating with Israel, albeit below the radar, in combating the Muslim Brotherhood, Hamas, and Hezbollah, Iran's instrument in its bid for political and religious dominance in the Middle East. Now, a British royal visit in 2018 fits neatly into that overall policy position. Thanks for listening to me, and please do join me again next time. Goodbye.